What's up, family? It's your girl, Tezlyn Figaro. We covered a story here this week on Revolt News about the buy now, pay later that DoorDash is rolling out. I want to get into it a little bit to let you know what you should be paying attention to on this particular story. Now, Klarna has partnered with DoorDash to offer this service. I find this very disturbing because they are offering customers the option to pay for food over 4 interest-free payments at a later date. Let's be real, family. We know damn well that this is predatory lending, that most folks that can't afford to order a burger, and if they're charging it to pay later, more than likely, the data shows that they probably won't be able to pay it at all. I do understand that the organization or the company they feel as if this is offering a solution, but I want to take a moment to unpack with you food insecurity. Now, in 2023, approximately 13.5% of U.S. households, that's about 47 million people, experienced food insecurity, meaning they lacked consistent access to affordable, nutritious food. I also want you to do some additional research on food deserts that we see in the African American community that does not allow us access to quality food. Now, nearly 14 million children lived in food insecure households in 2023. That equates to 1 in every 5 children. Let me say it again. 1 in every 5 children are living under food insecurity as their daily life. Now, 5.1% of U.S. households faced low food insecurity in 2023, where food intake was reduced and normal eating patterns were disrupted due to limited resources. Another thing I want to remind you is President Trump has proposed to dismantle the Department of Education. If that happens, then the free lunch program is in jeopardy and at risk. So I want to encourage you to be involved on the state level, be involved at the school level, your school board, go to the meetings, run for school board, make sure you have position, make sure you use your voice, make sure that we do not lose our free lunch program. Many children who are on the free lunch program, it is their one meal that they get for the entire day. I know we are in a do for self moment, but I am asking those who are concerned about others to also do for the community. We highlighted Christie Williams this week as a woman we wanted to honor for Women's History Month. But I want to give you a little bit more of the backstory that we did not get into. Kristi Williams in Tulsa, Oklahoma is a descendant of the 1921 Tulsa Black Wall Street massacre. But what I love about Kristi is how I've been able to watch her leadership over the last 10 years or so. She was once a trainee with me in my Push the Line program, Politics Until Something Happens. You guys have probably heard me talk about how we train hundreds of people every year. Kristi was actually a trainee. She was a trainee and then she became a trainer when we trained 300 folks in 2022. Why am I bringing that to your attention? Well, after she was the trainee and the trainer, she said, how can I actually implement Push the Line politics until something happens, heavy on something? When Oklahoma decided to say, we're going to ban all books, all Black history books, anything that has to do with race. I want to remind you that Oklahoma is a state that every single county votes Republican. Kristi did not just sit around. She actually did politics until something happened. She became the something. She said, you know what? I'm going to start Black History Saturdays. She did it with no money, no funding, no major organization that was pushing her. She decided to do what we call Push the Line. She started this program. Hundreds of people started to come on a weekly basis. It grew so big that the National Geographic Society looked to her to be the leader, and they started funding the program. This is very important, guys, because I've been critical on organizations that sit around and offer these one-day trainings, these one-day sessions on Black history. There's many people that are protesting, saying, bring the books back in, bring the books back in, but yet they are not offering the solution. I'm saying that out of love, but I'm also saying that to challenge you, that if Kristi can do it, then these national organizations who are well-funded, well-equipped, should absolutely be able to do it. Let us not just sit by and watch our history be erased. Let's actually do something to preserve it. I want to thank Kristi for her leadership. I want to thank her for everything that she has done, for being an example that inspires me, that I can look up to. She was about it. She walked it like she talked it. Shout out to you, Kristi, and everything that you're doing with Black History Saturdays. Make sure you guys follow her at blackhistorysaturdays.com. Now, I rolled out some survivor tips a couple of weeks ago where I was talking about the 3 things that you need to do. 1, save. The second one, stack. The third one, secure. Now, I promised you that we're going to get deeper into these every week because I want to give you the resources. Instead of just begging the government to make a change, we're going to decide to go ahead and boss. Now, we're still going to push for policy, but I want to make sure you get quick little tips that we'll be rolling out here on Revolt News. It went so well. You guys were so responsive. I wanted to give you some additional information. Today, I want to focus on stack. One quick thing to explain what stack means. Now, of course, I talk about finding a roommate. I talk about sharing housing. I talk about building your tribe, whether that's family, whether that's new friends, whether it's your tribe here at Revolt News. But there's also a part about stack that I talk about that is about collaborating with other businesses, stacking your business with someone else to find something that is mutual that you guys can market together. Why is that important? Right now, as the economy changes, and I know they say it's just a fear tactic, but guess what? It can actually happen. The tariffs are going up. We don't know which way is up. These are things that can help you save money, but also help you reduce your expenses and go get the bag. What I mean when I say stack, I am talking about finding a business that is a mutual beneficial business that you can collaborate together. Now, one, it's important that you establish trust with that business because you don't want to partner with somebody that you think is always, going behind your back. So first, establish a trust. But what I mean by that is, for example, Starbucks. Starbucks said, we're going to partner with Barnes & Noble. It only makes sense to offer coffee in a shop, in a bookshop, not just for people to get on the way out the door, but for people to actually sit in the bookstore, drink the coffee, and possibly get more books. You also see this with Uber, who partner with Spotify. Obviously, you're in Uber, you need to listen to music, so they partner with Spotify. So what I'm asking you to do today, this is your challenge. Find a beneficial collaboration that you can share resources, meaning you might chip in to send out postcards, mailers, direct marketing. So now it's not just you marketing by yourself, and you can figure out some type of revenue share, or you can just continue to market your businesses separately, but figure out a way that you can have a collaborative partnership. As we continue this series, I'm going to get into goals, expectations, how to do this, how to make things legal so that you don't get caught up and lost in the sauce. But for now, your challenge this week is find a business that you can collaborate with. Like I always say, use it, lose it. I can't make you choose it, but I hope you choose to stay tapped into Revolt News and follow me on Instagram at Tezlyn Figaro. Peace.